This is the Qtv Nightly News, which is also on Q Radio 103.3 FM, and I am Jacqueline Coley. Thank you for joining us. Here are the headlines. The University of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, USET, today held its second convocation ceremony for 951 graduates, presided over by its Chancellor, President Barrow. The Female Lawyers Association of the Gambia, in partnership with Konrad Adenauer Stiftung, Senegal, conveyed parliamentarians and local government authorities for consultation on advancing women's participation and representation in the Gambia to address the underrepresentation of women in elected positions. We joined the international community to commemorate World Refugee Day 2026, reaffirming our commitment to protecting refugees and asylum seekers. The Association of Gambia Albinism commemorated International Albinism Awareness Day 2026 on Saturday. It was an opportunity to raise awareness about albinism, promote inclusion, and provide free skin checkups and skin care products to persons living with albinism. And in sports news, as Haiti faced Brazil during a World Cup match in Philadelphia on Friday, the Juneteenth federal holiday in the United States, which recognizes the emancipation of enslaved African Americans, we hear from fans of the two nations. Those were the headlines, now the news in detail. Many thanks for joining us. The University of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, USET, today held its second convocation ceremony for 951 graduates, presided over by President Barrow, who is also its Chancellor. Aluciso reports.
Held under the theme Innovation for Impact, Science, Skills and Sustainable Development, the well-attended ceremony marked another milestone for the university, established under President Barrow's administration to address critical skills gaps and strengthen human capital development. A total of 951 students graduated during the ceremony. 36 graduates from the College of Science and Engineering received degrees in civil engineering, electrical and electronic engineering, and mechanical engineering. The Institution of Technology produced 668 graduates, while the Institute of Innovation and Entrepreneurship graduates 247 students with diplomas and certificates. Here is Vice Chancellor Professor Nasmat Surajuddin Bakinde highlighting the university's progress since its inaugural convocation in June last year, driven by strategic reforms and innovation-driven initiatives.
As part of our commitment to quality assurance and academic excellence, I am pleased and happy to inform you that all our academic programs offered by USET have been successfully submitted for accreditation and has gone to a very advanced stage.
Ibrahim Acham, chairperson of the Governing Council, described the institution as one of the landmark achievements of President Barrow's administration and praised its contribution to producing highly skilled professionals for national development.
USET is the creation and legacy of His Excellency President Adama Barrow.
The ceremony also attracted international goodwill messages from Yusuf Buba Yakub, the Director General and CEO of the Nigerian Technical Aid Corps, and Dr. Hajjah Ramatullah Wuri, Sierra Leone's Minister of Technical and Higher Education, who praised the Barrow administration for establishing the university.
This milestone is not only a celebration of academic achievement, but also a reaffirmation of the role of science, skill, and innovation in building a prosperous and sustainable future for the Gambia and the sub-region.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, allow me to particularly acknowledge your leadership and commitment to human capital development and institutional transformation in the Gambia. The establishment and sustained support to institutions such as USET reflects a clear strategic vision that places skills, science, and innovation at the center of national development.
Addressing the convocation as its Chancellor, President Barrow challenged the graduates to become innovators and problem solvers capable of contributing to national development through science, technology, and entrepreneurship.
USET was not established simply to produce graduates. It was established to produce the right graduates, engineers who can design drainage systems for West African conditions.
He emphasized that graduates must go beyond academic achievements and apply their knowledge to address national challenges.
Science, technology, and innovation are indispensable to achieving sustainable national development. The future of our country, therefore, depends on our ability to produce skilled professionals.
Mariamasi graduated as a valedictorian with Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Electronic Engineering.
As I look around, I do not simply see graduates. I see remarkable stories. I see years of hard work, countless sacrifices, sleepless nights, moments of uncertainty, and unwavering determination.
Another major highlight of the ceremony was the conferment of honorary degree of Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa, on Alaji Amadou Jigo of Jigo Construction in recognition of his contribution to national development. Awards were also presented to outstanding graduates. Reporting for Qtv News, I am Aliou Cissé.
Despite ongoing efforts to promote inclusive governance, women remain significantly underrepresented in elected and decision-making positions in the Gambia. To address these challenges, the Female Lawyers Association of the Gambia, FLAG, in partnership with Conrad Adenaya Stiftung, Senegal, convened parliamentarians and local government authorities for a consultation on advancing women's political participation and representation in the Gambia. Julian Jaya reports.
The meeting comes as the Gambia prepares for a crucial electoral cycle, beginning with the presidential election later this year, followed by National Assembly and local government elections. Although women constitute more than half of the population, their representation in public office remains limited. Recent figures show that women hold just 8.6% of seats, 3 out of 58 members in the National Assembly. Their representation in cabinet is only 3 out of 22 positions, while women occupy just 17 out of 120 councillor seats nationwide. And in local government, there is currently only one female elected mayor or chairperson out of 8 countrywide, namely Rohi Malik Low, the mayor of Banjo. Anna Njai, the president of the Female Lawyers Association of the Gambia, says the initiative forms part of FLAG's efforts to promote a more inclusive political and governance system in the Gambia.
For FLAG, women's political participation is not merely about increasing the numbers. It's about ensuring that women have a meaningful voice in the laws, policies, institutions, and decisions that shape their lives and communities. It is also about strengthening democracy, accountability, representation, and national development.
Delegates identified several barriers to women's political advancement, including limited access to campaign financing, social norms, unequal opportunities within political parties, political intimidation, and the challenge of balancing leadership responsibilities with family obligations. The forum also explored measures to strengthen legal and institutional frameworks that support women's participation in governance and decision-making. Jonathan Nowak, resident representative of Conrad Adenauer Stiftung, CAS, Senegal, said their collective objective is to strengthen gender-responsive laws and policies, promote a more inclusive political system, and create an enabling environment where women can fully exercise their leadership potential and contribute to national development.
I therefore encourage all participants to engage actively and openly throughout the consultation. Let us use the opportunity to build consensus, foster partnership, and formulate concrete recommendations that can contribute meaningfully to reforms and lasting change.
Honorable Fatoumata Tumanjai, the NAM for Banjul South, and chairperson of the Select Committee on Gender, Children and Social Welfare at the National Assembly, says democracy cannot fully realize its potential when the voices, experiences, and perspectives of half the population remain underrepresented in institutions where decisions affecting their lives are made.
We are proud to say that the Gambia was among the first countries to sign the African Union Convention on Ending Violence Against Women and Girls. We are also the first member state to ratify this landmark instrument. We did ratify that this June. This achievement demonstrates our country's commitment in promoting gender equality, protecting women and girls. However, our leadership at continental level must be matched by our progress at home. If we are to champion the rights of women and girls internationally, we must ensure that women are adequately represented in our national and local governance structures.
As the consultation concluded, participants expressed hope that its recommendations would help create greater opportunities for women to participate meaningfully in shaping the country's future. Reporting for QTV News, I am Jul Denjai.
The Gambia has joined the international community in commemorating World Refugee Day 2026, reaffirming its commitment to protecting refugees and asylum seekers while promoting inclusion, dignity, and hope for those forced to flee their homes. This is my narration of the story by Yafa Tugay. As millions of displaced people around the world continue to seek safety and protection, the Gambia marked World Refugee Day with a renewed commitment to standing in solidarity with refugees and asylum seekers residing in the country. Gambia's Interior Minister Abdoulaye Sanyang described World Refugee Day as an opportunity to reflect on the collective responsibility of governments, institutions, and communities to support those displaced by conflict, persecution, and human rights violations.
Today, as we join the international community in celebrating World Refugee Day 2026, we stand in solidarity with millions of refugees, asylum seekers, and forcibly displaced persons across the globe.
Minister Sanyang disclosed that the Gambia currently hosts more than 4,700 refugees and asylum seekers who continue to live peacefully and make meaningful contributions to communities across the country. He reaffirmed the government's commitment to strengthening policies and legal frameworks aimed at protecting the rights, welfare, and dignity of displaced persons.
Fellow Gambians, the theme for this year's commemoration, Until Everyone is Safe, carries a powerful and timely message. It reminds us that protection does not end when people cross borders. True protection means ensuring that every displaced person has access to safety, dignity, justice, and opportunities to rebuild their life.
The Interior Minister also highlighted the Gambia's partnership with the United Nations Refugee Agency and other stakeholders in promoting refugee inclusion through improved access to education, healthcare, livelihood opportunities, and social protection services. According to him, these initiatives are helping refugees rebuild their lives while fostering social cohesion and peaceful coexistence with host communities.
I wish to reaffirm our unwavering commitment to protecting refugees and asylum seekers. We will continue to strengthen our legal, policies, and institutional framework to ensure that every person seeking refuge in the Gambia finds safety, dignity, and hope.
As the world observes the day under the theme, Until Everyone is Safe, the Gambia is calling for greater compassion, stronger international solidarity, and shared responsibility in addressing the challenges faced by displaced populations. Gambian authorities have also reaffirmed government's commitment to make the country a place of refuge and protection for those seeking safety and an opportunity to rebuild their lives in dignity. Reporting for QTV News, I am Jacqueline Kuli. We will now go for a commercial break. When we return, we have more national and sports news stories. Do stay tuned. Welcome back, and this is QTV News, and I am Jacqueline Kuli. Here are the rest of tonight's stories. The Association of Gambia Albinism commemorated International Albinism Awareness Day 2026 on Saturday, aimed to raise awareness about albinism, promote inclusion, and provide free skin checkups and skincare products to persons living with albinism in the Gambia. This story by Yafa Tugay is narrated by Julden Jai.
This year's celebration was held under the theme Proudly in My Skin, celebrating all skin tones. Our boy, Secretary of the Association of Gambia Albinism, AGA, highlighted the importance of observing the day.
A day set aside by the United Nations General Assembly after adopting a resolution that June 13 is Worldwide Albinism Awareness Day. Raise awareness about albinism, the challenges that they face, and the progress that they made despite all challenges. We are here today to commemorate the day.
Also addressing the gathering was Momodu Gay of the Gambia Federation of the Disabled, who emphasized that albinism is not a disease or a cause. He called for greater inclusion of persons with albinism in national development and urged authorities to ensure that their rights and welfare are adequately protected.
Persons with albinism in the Gambia face barriers that many of us do not see. Might and stigma still put life at risk. Children are pulled out from schools. Adults are denied job, healthcare, especially skin cancers preventions, and eye care is often out of reach. People with albinism are our sisters, our brothers, neighbors, and colleagues. They have the same rights under our Constitution.
Anja Sar, a member of AGA, encouraged persons living with albinism not to allow the condition to hinder their ambitions. She stressed that albinism does not limit one's ability to achieve personal or professional goals.
Persons with albinism have the same dreams, abilities, just like any other person. We can be leaders, we can be presidents, we can be doctors, we can be entrepreneurs, we can be lawyers, we can be whatever we want to be. We do not need pity. All we need is equal opportunities, inclusion, and respect. As we celebrate the International Albinism Awareness Day, let us commit ourselves to ensuring that everybody is given equal opportunities in our societies, regardless of their appearance.
Dr. Habibatu Jallo, a representative of the dermatology unit at Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, spoke on the health risks associated with albinism.
Melanin is the substance that color your body to make you a black person, color your skin, your eyes. Okay, and because you don't have that color, melanin, it puts you more at risk of the ultraviolet radiation. So even short period of excessive sun exposure can result in painful sun damages and long-term complications, including skin cancer. And we have seen this across Africa. Skin cancer remains the leading cause of illness and preventable death among people living with albinism.
The event concluded with awareness activities, free skin checkups, and the distribution of skin care products as part of efforts to promote the health and well-being of persons living with albinism. Reporting for QTV News, I am Julden Jai.
ActionAid International, the Gambia, on Saturday convened its 15th Annual General Assembly as part of its governance and accountability processes, bringing together members and stakeholders to review the organization's performance and future directions. Here's the report.
Today is a day where the board is accounting to the General Assembly, and for us actually this is very important because we preach accountability and transparency, and because we are working as staff, working under a board and the General Assembly, we're here to support and give accountability to them, just like we do with other community, with other partners. And for us, it's an opportunity to tell them what we've been doing, what were the achievements and what were the challenges, and we look forward to the future.
That was Ndela Faikuli, the Executive Director of the ActionAid International, the Gambia, with an overview of the organization's 15th AGA. The Assembly provides a platform to present the organization's activities and achievements over the past year, review the external audit report, appoint external auditors, and discuss other governance matters, including update on ActionAid International global operations. Here is Usman Baji, the outgoing board chairperson of ActionAid Gambia.
We've been able to secure funding from various sources, and we continue to work with partners and implement programs relating to poverty alleviation, but also around climate change and climate justice. That has been a big success as far as the work of the board is concerned. The 8-year period that I have served, the board has been able to conduct its businesses by way of convening board meetings and general assembly, which is huge, because it is through those meetings and engagements that we are able to have a very effective oversight function.
Mr. Baji and Dela Faikoli both highlighted the organization's challenges over the past year.
The resource mobilization space continues to shrink due to factors at the global level, regional, but also national. At the global level, as you may know, there are a lot of crises that are going on, and those crises continue to negatively impact on our effort to resource mobilize.
But when you come to the community level, we are challenging systems, we are challenging cultures, and all of that comes with it backslides, because cultures take a while before it changes. So the people do not easily adapt. So there are things you do, but yet still you don't see the real benefit. But for us, we believe this is the way to go, because cultures have been with us for a long time. It will take a longer while before it changes. But what is important is we are raising the awareness, we are doing medicine change so that people will change their perception and be able to come back and serve the people the way it should be.
Executive Director Ndela Faikoli also presented an overview of the organization's work in 2025 and efforts to advance ActionAid's mission of promoting social justice and empowering vulnerable communities.
So we have numerous interventions where we promote inclusion, but also participation. And there we're targeting women, children, persons with disabilities, and usually the marginalized. So if the second one is where we promote youth and women-led climate resilience, because if you look at the Gambia, we are one of the most vulnerable countries, even though our contribution to climate change is limited. As we say, we are now in June and we only had one or few rains. And some of the rains have not even come yet we're experiencing windstorm. It's all a manifestation of climate change. So we do interventions, raising awareness, but also building the capacity of women and young people to. But the third one, which is also another important area, is where we promote accountability and transparency. And this is where we work with communities and bring them into contact with their electorates, especially those in the region, the local area councils, because these are citizens seated with local area councils. The local area councils are mobilizing resources through them. They also deserve to get appropriate and relevant service from them. So
as the outgoing chairperson of the board, Usman Baji highlights his expectations of the incoming board.
So we have quite experienced people in the new board leadership, and we are all confident that they will be able to reposition the organization, particularly in light of the need for resource mobilization.
During the meeting, the organization recognized the efforts of the outgoing board with a presentation of awards for their valuable input. The meeting reaffirmed the organization's commitment to transparency, accountability, and strengthening its impact across the Gambia. Reporting for Qtv News, I am Jacqueline Koli. And in sports news, a World Cup story with a difference. Haiti faced Brazil during a World Cup match in Philadelphia on Friday. The game fell on the Juneteenth federal holiday in the United States that recognizes the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. Given the history of both Haiti and Brazil, some fans say the significance of the game extends beyond the sport. CGTN's Walter Morris has the details.
Every 4 years, patriotism and sportsmanship collide during the FIFA World Cup. The games bring together people from all over the world to cheer on their favorite teams.
It means like joy, festing, supporting your team, national team.
And for fans like Ibrahima Diallo, one match stands out for its cultural significance.
It's going to be a big day for especially black people.
Friday, June 19th, Brazil plays Haiti in Philadelphia. The World Cup game falls on Juneteenth, a federal holiday celebrating the official end of slavery in the United States. Haiti became the world's first independent black republic in 1804, and Brazil has the world's largest black population outside of Africa. Fans like Joanne Plasame and Malaika Desramose, the Juneteenth match is a celebration of black liberation.
It's like a once in a lifetime, everything is kind of aligning. So I know the fans that are there are going to be like excited. I know what it means to Brazil. I know what it means to Haiti, and just us kind of coming together on U.S. soil is going to be like amazing.
The best friends and business partners traveled to Boston last weekend to see Haiti play Scotland. And as lifelong fans of the sport, they say they originally wanted to make the Juneteenth game because they grew up cheering for Brazil in the World Cup.
It definitely was on our mind. That was everyone's priority at first, even like my brother, my cousin, everyone.
Last Saturday marked Haiti's first World Cup appearance in 5 decades, and these fans say the sport holds a special place in their hearts.
My dad refused to pay for cable until the World Cup was on. So he would just pay for cable once every 4 years and for just 2 months so he could watch the games. And then after that, it was over because he was very anti TV. He would only let us watch Jeopardy.
Unfortunately, they aren't making the trip to Philadelphia because the tickets were too expensive. But they say they'll be watching and cheering loudly from a watch party like this one.
I think right now, at this time in history, we're in a moment of Black unity, I feel, where there's a lot of connection being made across the diaspora. Blackness on level 1,000 because it's every shade, every background, we're all kind of unified from our experiences, the good, the bad, the ugly, and just our love for the sport.
The last time Haiti qualified for the World Cup was 1974. Brazil has won the World Cup 5 times, the last time in 2002 against Germany. Walter Moore, CGTN, Washington.
And before we end, here's a recap of the headlines. The University of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, USET, today held its second convocation ceremony for 951 graduates, presided over by its Chancellor, President Barrow. The Female Lawyers Association of the Gambia, FLAG, in partnership with Conrad Adenaya Stiftung, Senegal, conveyed parliamentarians and local government authorities for a consultation on advancing women's political participation and representation in the Gambia to address the underrepresented of women in elected positions. We joined the international community to commemorate World Refugee Day 2026, reaffirming our commitment to protecting refugees and asylum seekers. The Association of Gambia Albinism commemorated International Albinism Awareness Day 2026 on Saturday. It was an opportunity to raise awareness about albinism, promote inclusion, and provide free skin checkups and skincare products to persons living with albinism. And in sports news, as Haiti faced Brazil during a World Cup match in Philadelphia on Friday, the Juneteenth federal holiday in the United States, which recognizes the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. We heard from France of the two nations. That's all for this bulletin. You can join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the week interview with Mumudum Boch and Ade Drame. Thanks for watching.